Hi, everyone. It's Denise Marie, Psychic Medium. I am here to talk to you about what happens when we cross over. I have a Facebook page. It's Halo Readings, and I have a lot of people always asking me questions. I put it out there to just ask me questions, what you want to know, what happens in the afterlife and such. And I have a list of questions here that I'm willing to answer for you guys. What happens when we cross over? Like when we leave the human body and then our spirit, we're on the other side. And someone had asked, is it difficult? Is it difficult when we get over there to like get used to our surroundings or to acclimate, so to speak? And honestly, it isn't. I mean, we have work to do on the other side, and it takes, a little bit of time like anything else, although they don't really have time on the other side. Time does not exist on the other side. But we have our loved ones. We are greeted by our loved ones. We don't come into this world alone, and we don't leave this world alone. So we are greeted absolutely 100% by our loved ones. Someone else asked, does it matter to spirit? Does it bother them if we were cremated, if our body was cremated, or if we were buried? Because I know from my own experience, my mother always says, I don't want to be in the ground. I don't want to be in the ground. But honestly, when you're in spirit, that doesn't matter anymore. That doesn't mean anything. That just, we let those things go. Like those are human things, human emotions, things that we feel as humans. Oh God, I'm afraid to be cremated because, I'm afraid of fire, and your body is dead. You're not going to feel it, but I get it. I understand why the human would think that. I mean, it's not a pleasant thought, but that doesn't mean anything to spirit. Human worldly possessions don't mean anything to spirit either. So if you're cleaning out the garage and you come across dad's golf clubs and you give them away to the neighbor, he's not mad at you for that. We don't hold on to earthly possessions, just like we don't hold on to earthly emotions. The only thing that we take with us on the other side is love and our memories. And our memories are spirit's most prized possessions. Someone else asked, is it painful to cross over? Like some people aren't afraid to die, but they're afraid of death. They're afraid of the how, and the actual happening of it. But I've had a couple of different instances with spirit. Most of what I learned has been from spirit themselves. And they've taught me a lot of what I know, but I had the spirit of a little girl come through for one of my clients, and she was about 11 years old, and she was kidnapped and raped and beaten and then murdered. It's terrible, but her spirit came to me and showed me that the angels, or the people on the other side, took her before she was aware of what was going on to her body. So where the humans that were doing this horrid thing to her might have thought that she was still living, she was not. Her soul was already gone, because they didn't want this little girl, this innocent little girl, to have to endure that. So they came and took her. But is it painful to cross over? I don't think it is. Maybe for a split second, depending on how you go. If you're, being stabbed to death, you may endure the pain a little bit, but it's quick. It's very quick, because your spirit leaves the body quickly. And the other thing that was, when my dad passed away in 2016, his mother came to him. Like, we were all at his bedside until he passed, and his mother came to him and I watched him talk to her, like in his mind. And I knew what was going on, although I didn't say anything to my siblings at the time. But she told him what was coming. She told him what was going to happen. He needed her to talk him through it. So when he crossed, it was quiet. It was, he closed his eyes and she took him. But other than that, no, I wouldn't say that it's painful. And if it is, you're not going to remember it when you're in the spirit world. It's literally a split second. It's like blinking your eyes. That's actually what they just said to me now. Somebody asked, do we see a light? Some people absolutely do see a light. Sometimes they see a light and then they see their loved one stepping forward to come and get them. So I've heard that it's very beautiful. I have not seen the light myself, although I have seen it during meditation, and it is quite beautiful. Someone asked, are our loved ones on the other side to greet us? And absolutely, they are there to greet us. We don't walk in to the other side or, onto the other side. We don't walk through alone. They're there. And sometimes there's one and sometimes there's many to come to get us and explain and show us kind of like, show us the ropes, so to speak. And someone else asked, do we stay the same age? I thought this was a great question. And we go back to the age that we feel the best at, or we feel we looked the best at. But when spirit steps through for you, my client, when spirit steps through, they're going to show themselves as you would remember them. So even if they show themselves, say grandpa steps forward and shows themselves a little younger, 20 years younger. If you remember him 20 years younger, he's going to show me himself 20 years younger. If you remember him older, he's going to show himself older. But when we're on the other side, we create what age we would like to be, even though there's really no age on the other side. Does that make sense? And I just want to do these quick videos to enlighten you guys and explain how things happen and how it works. And I'm here for all your questions. Please visit my page on Facebook. It is Halo Readings. I am also on Instagram under Halo Readings. I'm on YouTube, obviously. You're here. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I so appreciate that. And, please watch out for more videos. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.